Squad. Squad. Geek Squad.
Hello, and good evening to you listening. It's a few minutes after 7. You're tuned in to Joy99.7 FM. My name is Kobe Spikey Nkrumah, and that means that the show you're about to listen to or are currently listening to is Geek Squad. Like how you for president, and as I talk, the show you're listening to is oh, Dennis.
Geek Squad.
See, like so much lag. You be computer like you Pentium 4. Anyways, yes. And we're the show that talks about tech. We try to break down tech and make it easy for you to understand, easy for your mom to understand, your dad to understand, your uncle, all the old people who keep sending you, coffee. Me and saying, they might feel it then. You get that, Michael? You get that, Winston?
Yeah.
The look on Michael's, the exasperated
I'm getting
look
flashbacks.
on Michael's face, yes.
I'm getting serious flashbacks.
Anyways, let's not dwell on that. Hence, we alienate our favorite listeners. Yeah. But yes, we want you to be a part and even better than us. And that's why we try to break it down better and better each day. And the show is brought to you by MTN. Choose your own bundle, your own way with MTN Flexi Bundle. Just dial *138# and enjoy bundles that do not expire. Yes, they don't expire. So if you're listening to us and you want to get interactive, it's on Twitter, #JoyGeekSquad. You can find us on Facebook. The show's live on Facebook, Joy997 FM. It'll be the first video up there with a red button that says live, because we are live. And it will be on YouTube as well, Joy997 FM. If you can't listen for some reason, maybe you have a phone call that is going to take an hour. Some people get calls and it takes a long time. Michael, the way you're sighing.
30-minute voice note.
Yeah, so you're going to miss a lot of the show. It's going to be available on podcast, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast. You can even go back to YouTube and Facebook to watch it when it's done. Even on Spotify. I didn't mention Spotify. Yes, we're on Spotify podcast. So yes, you can't have an excuse for missing Geek Squad and not catching up. It's even available on the MyJoy Online app, on the Adom Online app, on myjoyonline.com. Ubiquitous almost. Very soon you'll be finding us everywhere. You just see some QR code in the air, just scan it, and then Geek Squad straight to your phone. Boom.
Don't go scanning random QR codes in public though.
And on that note, today's show, we're recapping the year. December is the 12th month of the year, and that means that we're about to enter 2022. So this year we've had a lot of shows. There definitely was one that really you enjoyed, you the listener, and we want your feedback. We want you to get interactive with us today. If you have any questions too, you can shoot. It doubles as a Q&A as well. So if you have any problems you'd like us to answer for you, you can just hit us up on 055 111 997, 055 11 11 997, 055 11 11 997. You got that? Good. So send us your WhatsApp messages. Halfway into the show, we'll open the phone lines for you to call and tell us which episode of Geek Squad was your favorite. Which discussion did we have that you want more of? And in fact, tell us why you love the show.
You know, my moment just hit me when I realized that the number actually ended with 997 for Joy FM 99.7.
Yeah, your lag was so terrible that if Dennis is Pentium 4, you are 233 megahertz. Like legit.
It took
you
me
have been
forever.
on the show forever. First time I saw it, just hit me like that.
It didn't. And do you know the funny thing?
And
Anytime
he
you
always puts both mics in front of him like he's some dignitary about to address the nation.
Thank you. But it's actually very funny that anytime you're mentioning the numbers, I'm literally looking at the numbers right now.
Yeah.
And it never really clicked till it clicked. So yeah, that's my
Are you a
favorite.
numbers guy?
Yes and no.
The fact that you said yes and no means that, yeah.
How do you even say yes and no to that? You're either a numbers guy.
That's why he's not a numbers guy. Numbers guy is zeros and ones. It's on or off.
And here you are buffering on the Joy.
Oh, absolutely buffering. He has really buffered.
I mean, I did too.
Look, I have someone else who didn't
See, no. If you really want to be in the same class
as prof.
I would really find a substitute for you on this show.
No, I think
If you are 233, yo, this boy is Commodore 64. Like legit, you have to push every command and then explain the command with prof.
Look, I'm not opposed to replacing Winston on the show with old car engine, for example.
I think when I say I'm a numbers guy or not, like there are certain patterns in numbers that are very interesting for me, but number associations, it's not something that comes to mind very quickly. Like if I'm supposed to figure out a pattern, like why are these numbers this way? What's the next number? I will figure that out. But this number represents this. Okay, if you say so.
Like, I legit see car numbers, and I've already added them and subtracted them and then divided them.
You see, this is why we are homies. This is part of why we are friends.
Yo, I see numbers. See, I'll remember your number over your name. That's how interesting numbers are to me than letters.
I want to step on Winston, but I can't because it also took me a while to actually notice the 997 thing.
Are you serious? And these are...
It didn't take me as long as he did. But, I mean, he discovered this year.
Yeah,
He discovered
this
it
year.
much earlier on.
Do you know the honest truth? Anytime we bring a guest on, we should ask them, or a returning guest,
You should ask them if they noticed.
if
that
they
997
notice.
is-
Because I feel like I'm the one who is. I feel like our listeners, if you figured out that the Joy number has 997 at the end, representing Joy 99.7, tell us when you noticed that. Because I'm sure everybody figured it out when I did it. I mentioned it.
To be
It's
very
not gonna be
honest,
difficult for them.
the reason why it would be easy for me to detect this was I honestly wanted it to have a 997. I've always wished that phone numbers for businesses, anything, you know how our T9 alphabets on the phone, if I had my way and I had a business, I would make sure that my number was spelling out my business. So like, T9.
But they do that in Western society.
Yeah, they do that
Yeah.
there, which is why this, just sprung out at me.
Well,
Because I don't see how we're going to do the 997 and T9. It makes sense. You have numbers. No need to do it. The 997.
so okay, never mind. Yeah, there. So, someone said last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
See, I'm not alone in this.
No, wait. Last 2 weeks, as in the show for last 2 weeks, or last 2 weeks was when you realized that the 997 was for Joy.
Okay. Anyway, so interesting tech for this year.
Yeah.
So the most interesting.
First off, let me just interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Tech man of the year is Elon Musk.
Isn't he the man of the year for a certain magazine?
Well, we're talking about tech.
Okay.
So, yeah, tech man of the year, straight up Elon Musk.
Why?
Legend. Bro, what hasn't he done? Except create a Cybertruck. But listen, there's nothing Elon Musk hasn't done that hasn't revolutionized everything in the tech industry. The guy tweets about crypto and then everybody goes to buy it.
When his influence
Yes.
on the world the digital world and even the fiscal world, like people's monies were banked on it. People are waiting for Elon's tweet to decide what they are going to invest in. And yeah, that's actually very true.
So yeah, take money I'd give to him.
Yeah, because right now he's actually liquidating some of his Tesla shares and it's shaking up a lot of stuff.
The guy is just weird, but yeah, in a good way.
Very interesting. Cool. So the interesting tech event for me this year is actually bad news. That was when we found out that the chip shortage was going to last way longer than we expected, and they some of the people are saying that they don't even think 2023 things will be back to normal. So that's how badly COVID affected everybody. To the point where companies like Samsung are setting up chip manufacturing businesses in Texas because the tax laws and stuff there are really good. And so if you are in Ghanaian government, this is also an avenue to make money. If you can incentivize chip makers to come into the country to make chips, give them good tax rebates and stuff like that, you could start up a very good revolution in the country. Countries like India, Taiwan, Vietnam are already on the forefront of chip manufacturing. So yeah, that was very interesting for me.
Interesting.
I mean, I talk about chips now, suddenly I'm thinking, what chips are we capable of making here aside plantain and cassava chips?
Oh my goodness. Way to put your Jeremy Clarkson hat on.
I have to practice, you know.
So, he said his 2 weeks was the show. So it wasn't a number. Ye looking for classmates.
Oh, so someone says they got to know about it from the very first
because most radio stations use their frequencies for their numbers. Ha!
I didn't know that. I'm a podcast guy, please.
When was the last time you voluntarily listened to radio aside this show when we are not on?
Well, how could he listen to this show? Because
when we are not on.
Yeah, when you guys are not.
No, to be honest, okay, when we are not on,
he would still
probably,
listen to it.
probably, probably.
Like, do you even have a radio, Winston?
No, I don't.
No.
Exactly.
No, I don't.
Michael,
That would be more surprising.
do you have a radio?
In his car,
yes.
Yeah.
Aha!
How do you even tune to a radio in your car
Yeah, whenever the show is on.
and you're not on?
Yeah.
or let's be frank, when we are rushing here,
and we are late.
Yes.
We need to know how far into a conversation.
So
we need
2
to
weeks
jump
ago, what was the show we had?
I know the week before was the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, this is perfect test.
in. 2 weeks ago was cyberbullying. Aha.
yeah, huzzah!
So his favorite show was 2 weeks ago. That was the cyberbullying.
Oh yeah, we had a guest on. That was
Yes.
actually it was actually a
But
very
that was a
interesting
good show, though.
that
Yeah,
was
it was not a
Yes.
not a really opened our minds to a lot of things that we were doing online that was directly or indirectly bullying people.
Yeah, he made some people realize that they were actually cyberbullies all along.
Why are you looking at me?
Like Winston,
I have apologized for most of my cyberbullying.
Yeah, which is true.
not
Most.
all.
Huh? No, oh, I can't apologize.
I think
for
I
all of
even
them.
bullied some people with my BMW adventure recently. Yeah, as not rightly mentioned.
Yeah.
Because some people hit me up and like, yeah, you didn't take me along, and you're going and you don't invite me. Like, it's a club thing. If you want to be a part of it, come and join the club.
Yeah.
Although we do have some non-club restricted activities going on, and anyone is invited to them, and we even post them so you know. Oh, you are going for a similar event to the one I didn't go to the last time. Can I come? Of course, they won't do that. We'll only hear about that after the event is done. Oh, you went and had fun without.
Still bullying, guys. Still bullying.
Oh, no, that's not bullying. If I leave a notice out there saying do something and you don't do it, it's not my fault. But then when you go and make a wrong decision somewhere and I come and remind you about it. like buying a
Anyways,
beat.
I've got some information for those who are listening. If you are using Google Chrome on Windows, Mac, or Linux, you might want to update it immediately. There's a 0-day vulnerability that has been discovered and can be exploited by hackers. So if you're following me on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever, you'd know this.
Yeah, so
But if you're not, then I'm telling you now. Update now to patch that vulnerability. A 0-day vulnerability basically means
it's in a wild.
No,
That no, like
they don't
that-
need your input. They
Yeah.
don't need you to do anything.
it was there from day one.
Day
and
one,
there's
yeah.
nothing you can do about it aside do the upgrade.
So do the update. No.
I mean, this brings back the conversation. I think it was iOS 12 or something that had a 0-day thing from like years ago. Not just iOS 12. That actually been a bug.
It was iPhones.
Yeah,
was a
period.
physical one.
Yeah, period. It had been hiding in there for years, and that even segues to another interesting thing that happened this year. There's this Israeli company that's I forgot the name.
NSO Group.
Yeah, provided tools to be able to break into iPhones, and iPhone
specific.
Yeah, Apple recently sued them.
For what?
Suing them and basically asking for I think government or something to ban them from being able to use iPhone. So basically now that said company is on the red list, the same way that Huawei is on that list.
Yeah.
That company is on that list. So
In
in America and a
Right.
few other countries. But so it's gotten to a point where if they want to buy Apple products, they have to go through so many hoops to be able to get access to them. But now Apple wants them to never be able to buy Apple products.
So Ray J says, "Hi geeks, I always like the Q&As. I have a question. I have an old phone, 10-year-old Samsung GTC 5212i. It is not Android, and I can still get into it. Is there a way I can recover deleted stuff on it using some recovery software, and which software? I'm ready to buy that software if need be. I need to recover deleted texts, pics, videos, audio, etc. Thank you." Now, GTC 5212i, if my memory serves me right, is running Samsung's own OS, and that'd be very difficult. If it's running the one that was based on Symbian, there could be a software. This is like 10 years ago, back when. What was I doing 10 years ago?
I'm actually looking at the phone right now.
Let me look at it. Ah, yes. Oh. So yeah, this can actually, you can use the boxes. These ones, the softwares wouldn't really work. There are boxes that you can actually connect these phones to, the ones that they used to unlock them.
Yeah.
Those ones. But as to if they can recover data, I'd have to, read a bit.
Look
about
into it.
Yeah,
And
this
even
is long.
And even wondering who still has that box in Ghana.
People still have. Kokwa Nancy still has.
I guess you should just
Legendary
join us
Kokwa Nancy. We miss you. Yeah. Kokwa Nancy has some gadgets, like some stuff. Okay, so yes, someone just updated his Chrome. Good on you. So everyone else who's listening, please, on your computer. I know some people think they're running Linux and so they are immune. I mean, it doesn't necessarily only mean that it's only Chrome. Other browsers are based off Chromium.
Yeah.
So you might want to just upgrade any Chrome-based browser, like
Opera,
Brave. What's the other one?
Not Firefox.
Even Edge is based off Chrome now.
Yes.
So yeah, you might want to upgrade every Chromium-based browser. Although maybe the vulnerabilities may have been patched in those browsers, but you never know. So, hi, my phone GPS goes off every 30 minutes. I use a ride-hailing app, so it's a big problem for me. Is it a problem with my phone? Could you tell us what phone you're using? That would really help.
And also, yeah, that will help. And also, there are certain times where you choose a setting where
Power saving
power saving mode, or there's I can't really describe it right now, but basically it's a setting that means that if the app is off, it doesn't get access.
Only when app is
as my phone does to save battery. When apps are running in the background, it puts them to sleep.
Yes.
So anything that is not active in the foreground is put to sleep. Check your settings. You may have, like we said, we need to know what brand of phone it is. This is major Android biased. The whole putting apps to sleep is an Android thing, yeah. But if your phone is on Android, sorry, then we may be able to. Okay, we've got another question here. You guys are not answering which of the Geek Squad episodes was your favorite for this year. Mr. Kobe Spiking, most important thing about this show is you educate us more on high-tech or phones, computers, internet, digital way of living, and a whole lot. And things we thought we knew, all which we don't know. I'm sure this Christmas I'll have my Google Pixel 3. Douglas,
from DC.
Yes, you have been very persistent.
Consistent.
Consistent, yes. We will definitely get you that Pixel 3a. We're going to do Geek Squad GoFundMe. But next week we actually have a special show next week, so stay tuned. And Spiky and Friends, I realized 99.7 on the first day was announced on air. Ha!
Sure.
And guys, I want to listen to you guys, and I was still waiting for the show proper until I just heard you announce the Windows vulnerability. You can get to the substance, please? I hope you understand what I mean. So it's not the Windows vulnerability, it's a Chrome vulnerability. So if you use Chrome as your browser on your computer, or
If you have Chrome installed at all.
if you have Chrome installed, just update it. And yes, we want you to tell us your favorite show this year, since we're recapping the whole year, all the things we discussed, and at the same time trying to help you solve the problems that you've had all year.
Actually, coming back, you said your tech person of the year was Elon Musk. Mine is Kabiling.
I can't disagree with that. Is he a tech person?
I can.
He's a social media person.
I can.
Well, he wouldn't be where he is literally without his literal masterful use of tech.
Well, true.
I don't
But
think
does that
it's
make
a
him a tech
masterful use of tech. It is a masterful use of social media.
Yes.
Doesn't yeah.
Well, he is using tech. He's using
He's using a tech
He's
platform, I
recording
guess.
stuff.
Yeah, I
using-
think it's more of a marketing genius type thing than a
Look,
tech.
Marketing genius. There's a healthy amount of luck, right place, right time. Everything clicked for him.
For
But
those
the
who
thing
don't know Kaby Lame, you've seen those videos where this guy who says no words basically simplifies things that people have made into a very complex activity. Like, I've seen someone use a seat belt, wrap it around himself, try to push a car, and he just comes and shows you the simplest way of doing it. And he's like, if you're watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, yeah, the two hands, like, really? But he says nothing. Where's he from? He's Somalian or something?
No,
Senegalese?
Senegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Senegal. I think he's Senegal. In what country is he in now?
He's in Italy now.
Yes.
Yeah, because I saw him with my favorite footballer of all time, Del Piero. So the
Yep.
A2 core, yeah, that's the phone that he says is GPS goes off every 30 minutes. So most likely you have a certain power saving feature on, or your apps do not run in the background. Good evening, Geek Squad. I used Tor browser and DuckDuckGo as my search engine. You are plugged in.
Mm-hmm. Very, very
Yeah.
interesting.
Very
I dare say we
secure.
shouldn't have even read this.
Like, I really want to understand what you do for a living, if you don't mind telling us. Yeah, because to use Tor browser and DuckDuckGo, is that your default?
You know what's funny? I use DuckDuckGo for most of my.
I thought you were going to say you use Tor browser. Like, what are you doing on my internet in the house?
I mean, occasionally I use Tor browser. You know.
Occasionally, almost every techie uses Tor browser to go and visit the dark side.
Not necessarily to visit the dark side, but sometimes the results you get on Tor browser for a question you're asking is a bit more plentiful on Tor browser as opposed to on regular this thing.
So, good evening, Geek Squad. I noticed the 997 when Hits FM's number change had its last 4 digits as 1039. Big show listening inside Amasamai. Thank you. Ha.
No. So this means that these are people who are active radio listeners.
You don't necessarily have to be a radio listener to know.
Bro.
Is there a correlation between both numbers?
Right now, I'm going to look at every radio station and go and find their phone number.
Okay. So,
You know what's sad? The more you keep saying 997, the less I think of Joy and more I start thinking of Porsche. Yeah, I know. Spit it out. But it must be
Prince's
said.
favorite, our producer, his favorite Geek Squad moment was an interview with Arita Mana, the woman who entered coding bootcamp at 37 years,
Oh,
and the robotics interview with the two kids, and the retro tech. You know, when we talk about a lot of retro
ooh, the
tech,
retro tech was a
and
very
the
good
disability show. That was my favorite, the disability show.
That was very insightful.
That was,
No.
yeah.
I can't, that's
That put a lot of perspective to our lives.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is what that show did. That show, it not to step on any toes or anything, but it made us feel, for the lack of a better term, privileged.
Yeah. I had the same thing in my head.
Yeah.
So hi geeks, this is CC. I have a Galaxy 6 Edge that stopped working when it fell in water, and an A70 that got cracked screen, and eventually a big blot. Yeah. How can I retrieve any pics and documents from these two phones? Should I just go to the boys at Circle? Haha. So, first off, if you have a password, it may be difficult to do that on your own because, but if you have an HDMI dongle, you can actually, with the S6 Edge, that's using, it's not using Type C, so it's using the old USB.
Yeah.
You can get an MHL adapter, connect it to your TV, and then you can see what's happening on the phone on the TV.
The question is the phone still alive after swimming in this water?
Yes. Speaking of it, that's the one that fell in the water.
Yeah.
This 6 Edge. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Now your answer for water inside.
A4 water inside, actually.
We just
but
need
the A5, you can still go ahead and do that.
the A70, yeah.
Yeah, it's the A70.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Connect it to a screen. That's what I did when I lost my screen.
Yeah.
Disconnect it. If you have a dongle that has even USB ports, you can plug in a keyboard and mouse and use the phone and copy your stuff off it. For the water drowned one, you know it actually can be fixed. I've seen a video in China and my mind was really blown.
In where?
In China.
In where?
Relax. That's not to say it can't be done here. I know people who are that nifty with a soldering iron
Yes.
and a microscope.
Yes.
I mean, magnifying glass and microscope. Yeah. Alaji is a legend at that. He reballs processors. The guy can legit remove a processor from a board and then reball it back on the board. He's that legendary.
What's the queue at the shop like?
What?
What's the
Oh
queue
yeah, it's
at
a
the
very
shop?
long queue.
I just realized,
So-
that my device is there. We should go and
Yes,
check it out.
yes.
Yeah, I forgot.
So
You might be halfway to the queue by now.
you can actually extract the storage chip from the board, get a similar phone that's working, and then put it back on there. And since this is not Android 10 going, you don't have encryption based security, so it's not gonna reject it. And I saw them do that with an iPhone. They extracted the chip, the microprocessors, and plugged it on a new board, and it worked as new. So yeah, it actually.
So what
can
is your
be-
answer for
My
that?
answer is what I just said. It can be done, but it's very, very hectic.
Yeah.
I hope
So
Circle-
are we selling him dreams or
No,
let's give him
relax.
the reality?
Relax. I'll speak to Cecil. Cecil knows some guy at Circle.
And also tell us, is that S6 Edge still alive?
Yeah.
That's the first
Even
thing.
if it's dead and we know somebody who can do this.
I mean, yeah, it would be fun.
Yeah. But not fun. Can be done.
No, I'm saying it will be fun to do.
Are you the one going to do it?
Hey, he better send us a video.
Huh? Okay.
Guys, I updated my browser recently, like 2 days after the prompt. Good. Am I in danger of an attack or something? And by the way, my favorite episode was the nostalgia tech. Yes, the retro tech.
Yeah, that was
Thank
a
you.
series. That was a full
series, yeah.
Yeah.
We did the radio, we did the
Yeah,
television,
that was
the
telephone.
phone. That was super cool.
That storage devices,
Yeah.
all that.
Easy.
We'll learn new stuff.
Please bring my uncle's cassette player. If you have it, I'm still waiting for it.
So I realized that the very day 02442165 was replaced with it. That's Bright in East Legon.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
You don't even know the number.
No.
Good for you.
You're lost in
So
this
good
queue.
evening, Geek Squad. My HP 7550 desktop computer screen flickers whenever I turn it on. What could be causing this problem? Big Show from Mama Saman.
Flickers.
7550. Are you using a VGA cable?
Yeah,
That
sometimes
most likely would be your problem. Flickering, that would be the problem. If you change the cable, it doesn't work, monitor.
Yeah. Then
Or
The port
worst
itself.
case scenario,
the port itself.
yeah.
Hope you have
Or
space
even
for
the
a graph-
worst, the worst case
worst
scenario.
case, motherboard. Oh,
Yeah.
last class, just hope you have space for a graphics
Well,
card.
he did say flickers when it turns it on, which presumes that after the flickering, it corrects itself.
That's you presuming.
Yeah, that's me being presumed. Yeah.
That's uncharacteristically hopeful of you.
So, the Samsung GTC 5212 iPhone. You know what? Join our Telegram group, t.me/JoyGeekSquad, and let's brainstorm about this together.
Is that like Samsung
I'm
what?
interested.
Samsung what?
GTC 5212i.
Oh, you didn't see the picture?
I mean, I can't see anything
No.
from
No,
here.
like I had it on
Winston
my
Googled
phone.
it.
Yeah, I googled it. But
It's
basically, we felt like it was a very old device, so we don't know off the top of our head. We don't know anyone who has the equipment to be able to get retrieve
Yeah,
the
to do
data.
a data recovery.
So
That's
join-
Even if it's but you let's
Should be an interesting retro project.
mm-hmm.
Have fun with that.
So Michael, you gave your favorite episode, huh?
I get my favorite tech personality. You haven't.
Yours
I
is Cabby Lame.
Me tech personality. I don't know. I don't think any personality comes to mind. Let's keep going. Maybe I'll remember.
As long as you're not sharing
something.
Elon Musk with Spike, I'm happy.
I don't know. I mean, Elon was a very interesting character for the year.
Okay, you know what? I'm probably biased by looking for a positive influence. He had an undeniable influence, not all of it positive.
Yes, exactly. He is
It
influential.
doesn't necessarily have to be positive.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm biased by that. So I'll let it slide a little bit.
Oh, another tech thing for the year that was very interesting for me was, of course, the EQS. Since I'm the only person in this panel who seems to have a remote sense of endearment towards electric cars, this year was very interesting for electric cars. We had the Tesla Model S Plaid, and we had the announcement of the EQS, the EQE, the Maybach one, the SUV. Yeah, there were a bunch of new electric cars that came out this year. It was pretty interesting.
Michael, why?
I can't even say, I'm in that vein. But one of my favorite car manufacturers gave me something nice, but they didn't.
Yeah,
Like,
the
it makes-
XM.
That's completely suggestive.
That car wasn't great. It's a very interesting car. Yes.
It hurts me.
That's your opinion. I love it.
God.
Okay, so you like that electric car?
Yeah, it's a hybrid. It's not an electric car.
Okay.
The XM is a hybrid.
We'll have a long conversation about that after the show, Spiky.
Well, we have some some messages on WhatsApp, but we'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll read your final messages and open the phone lines.
Rise and shine, my people, and welcome to Radio 550. Now, today it's all about enjoyment on MTN. Oh yeah! MTN Rewards is giving the best deals on all the things you love. Just keep talking, texting, using your data to collect points, and get amazing offers and discounted freebies right away, every day. To check your rewards, dial *550# and voila, everything's someday for you all. From airtime to data to shopping discounts to movie tickets, we got you. So keep using MTN and redeem your rewards every day. Oh no, like enjoyment. Let's go. Everywhere you go.
Wow, what a beautiful and awesome day. It's time to share some secrets on how I feel good in a home where I have everything. Hold on, Linda, are you there?
Yes.
It's a Samsung Christmas Awesome Deals promotion. Break it down.
Grab the new Samsung single door fridge at an interesting discount, 1,499 Ghana cedis.
Samsung UHD 4K Smart, 50 inches at 3,999 Ghana cedis. Oh, this December is gonna be cold like winter. With a new price of Samsung Split AC R410 starting at 1,999.
Wow. Sound Tower starts at 1,999 Ghana cedis.
Grab your powerful Samsung washing machine, 6 kg, starting at 999.
This and many more at an affordable price.
Tell your family and loved ones. Samsung Christmas Awesome Deals. Grab yours now.
Joy 99.7 FM.
And welcome back to Geek Squad, brought to you by MTN. Choose your own bundle, your own way with MTN Flexi Bundle. Just dial *138# and enjoy bundles that don't expire. And we are also spreading the love on MTN Momo. Did you know that now you can buy and send airtime to all other networks at no extra charge at all? All you have to do is dial *170#, select option 3, that's for airtime and bundles, select option 1, that's for airtime, and then finally select option 4, other networks, and follow the prompts to buy airtime for your friends and family. Please don't forget to show the love to your people who buy some airtime and spread someone today on MTN. Winston,
Yeah.
buy airtime for somebody today. When was the last time you bought airtime for somebody besides Sunshine?
Never.
See, that's why I knew this was targeted.
Okay, no,
at you.
I buy data for myself.
Did you say, no, I said someone
I am someone.
else.
else. You said someone else other than Sunshine.
Which is not you.
Okay. Then
So, hello, Spiky. When do you plan on talking about NFTs? Yes.
It's actually very. I'm actually currently researching NFTs. It's the concept of NFTs for me is it's some way.
It's really not some way. The truth is, it's some way for people who want to understand it in real terms.
No, my issue is just it's not the way it works, but it is actually yes, they say it's fungible, but if it's, for instance, if the NFT is a meme,
are we about to start talking about NFTs right
yeah,
now?
you know what, let's not talk about
because
it,
we
but
won't finish.
yeah, but it's a very interesting
yeah,
conversation,
and will be very convoluted,
and many people who are actively in the NFT community are wondering how long it will last.
Which is why we've been holding up on discussing NFTs, because we want to be sure it's not a bubble.
Yeah, and it feels like a bubble, which is the issue.
That is the issue. But yes, we will talk about NFTs come next year. Definitely. So CC with the Edge and the A70 in coma. Oh, both of them are in coma. The Telegram address is t.me/JoyGeekSquad. t.me/JoyGeekSquad. Or if you already have Telegram installed, just search for Joy Geek Squad on Telegram. Yes, but we're sending you the link. Just click on it and it will take you straight there. So once again, we're actually going to open the phone lines. Tell us what your favorite Geek Squad episode for the year was, so we know how interesting we're going to plan 2022 for you. 0302-216-541. 0302-216-541. 0302-216-541. Sorry. Yes, so Winston, you didn't say what your favorite. So Hoods from the BMW Club says, the show I remember and would love to be considered again was the episode about car tech and innovation.
Do you understand? You know, when I was talking about cars like the EQS and the Tesla Model S Plaid, like these are cars that have huge tech. Even the XM, the BMW XM, it has a lot of tech. It might look bad.
Hello, Nkrumah and friends. My favorite programs were 1, people with disability and technology applications, 2, all technology devices, and I do enjoy a discussion so much. I do have a question. Is it advisable to leave some apps, example, Facebook, email, signed in on one's phone? And thank you for the advice on the Chrome update. Good evening. That's from Auntie Della. Good evening to you too. Thank you for listening. Spiky, please, where's the Tesla you and Israel drove in? Katie, oh, that Tesla, we borrowed it, laboro. We finished and we returned it. So, yes.
Should you leave
Facebook, email, if it's your phone?
If it's your phone, yeah, definitely. But when you're handing it over immediately, you need to scrub it clean.
Yeah.
Where scrubbing it clean is to.
When you say hand it over, you mean you're passing
We're
it
passing
on,
it, yeah.
yes,
Usually
yeah,
handing like you're handing it over your phone to me.
look at, then you're not wiping
I mean, the first thing is how secure, like your password. Does everybody know your password? Are you worried about that? If everybody knows your password, then that's when a different issue. But there are certain apps that allow you to lock individual apps as well. So if it's a security
like
thing,
lock, those rubbish apps.
if it's a security issue, if it's your phone and you have your own password and nobody has access to your phone without your permission, you don't have a problem. But if your phone be a mansignboa for DA,
Although I also add that even when whenever you're done using certain social media apps, especially Facebook, close it anyway, regardless of whether or not you're passing the phone on.
Michael,
it has to be said.
Why?
It has to be said.
No, why?
Why not?
No, actually, why asking why not?
No, it's about they're already harvesting data from us. That one.
So
is
your
clear.
problem is the harvesting of data, but
it's not just the harvesting of data. I don't mind the harvesting of data so much on its own. Lord knows you submitted half of my data on the internet yourself anyway. I'm okay with the harvesting of data. It's made a lot of things more convenient. And
okay, when you say close, just basically close the app, not just leave it running in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Because some people want to receive notifications.
Sometimes, okay, it depends. Sometimes when the app is running in the background, even though it's closed, some of the notifications don't come because it's things that I am using the app. So I miss notifications and I go back and I have like 20 notifications.
What phone are you using?
Sometimes it happens with the iPhone, but those are old errors. It hasn't happened recently. But And I'm sure it's happened to other listeners as well. Wipe that smug look off your face. It's annoying. I'm sure it's happened to others as well. But look, my whole issue is, yes, them harvesting my data is a thing I've come to accept. My issue is the use of that harvested data increasingly has become more and more malicious towards the everyman. Now, Google are not innocent of this, although they today have their own skills, but Facebook has been the most guilty for a long time. So, yes, I know I cannot stop feeding them, but I don't want to feed them anymore as much as I can help it.
This conversation of data being harvested it's a very interesting conversation, because it's like, can you truly secure yourself and not give up your data?
Or never.
The chances, so it's like, bro, I mean, instead of
don't forget where I work.
Yeah, and my thing is that, like, I think it's about time we came to terms with it.
I've always been, like, I've never had a problem, because it's like it's inevitable. You can't live without these one other software. You're going to visit a website that has a Facebook pixel, a tracking, cookie of some sort that's going to be tracking you along the internet everywhere you go. So even though you are being incognito in quotes, that website that you visited just stuck a whole lot of cookies on your back. You know those plants that stick on you when you walk through them, and you take them everywhere you go, giving them all your data. So regardless,
pollinating everywhere. But I mean, do I think governments need new legislature to be able, or need to enforce legislature that already exists? Because I think countries already have data protection acts to the enforcement.
You see, that's what we need to hope for, that data protection evolves and gets to a point where it really secures us and keeps us safe from our data that has already been harvested from being used maliciously.
Because I've read the Data Protection Act of Ghana, right? And some of the things in the act, I don't think companies in Ghana are enforcing it. It's very, very funny. But and most of these rules are for your own benefit and for your own safety. Because, like, for instance, there's supposed to be a data protection officer in pretty much every company.
That is collecting data.
Yeah, that is not only collecting data. He manages the data, the destruction.
No, not him. I mean, like, once a company is dealing with people's data, they have it.
A data protection officer there, and that person's job is to ensure that whatever data is disposed of correctly, it is transformed appropriately. There are so many rules, but I mean, let's go to a company nearby and see what's up.
So, also not forgetting blackout of some company which now calls itself Meta.
An interesting story about Meta right now is that apparently people are bidding to buy land in the
Bro, like, I saw this. I'm actually looking for a very huge piece of land. I mean, which can plus? I'm looking for hectares.
But people are paying
hectabytes.
People are paying millions of dollars.
Bro, yeah. I mean, think about it. Eventually, you had anyone played Second Life?
Yeah.
Anyone played The Sims? This is like our social media evolving into Second Life / Sims in real time.
But actions like this are one of the reasons why I find NFTs very, very unfixed, in the sense that because people are actually doing this, and what they are buying is kind of like buying an NFT.
So think about it this way: in the metaverse, you have land, you've built your house. Me, my dream house, all the houses I've been saving from Instagram, I build them. People laughing at me. I build them in the metaverse, since my artisans in Ghana cannot guarantee. Cannot guarantee that I'll get these houses. I'll build them in the metaverse, and the NFTs I buy, all the art.
Yeah, you put it in there.
Here, let me plug Viola Art. I can put them in there. You know what I mean? And then straight up in the house, nobody has them there. Only me, the original.
Never mind. We'll have a conversation about NFTs.
So we've got a caller on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening.
I see you guys, and I guess you guys are doing great work.
Thank you very much.
Well, my favorite one was, I think, preparing your kids for robotic stuff. I don't remember that episode of it.
Sorry, if you come again.
Yeah, preparing your kids for robotics. Do you remember that?
Right. Yes, the robotics
I think that's my favorite, and it's cool. And the demonstrations in the studio as well was so great. So I think you guys will have to bring it up again, because I want to put my kid in that situation, and
Definitely, we definitely will. Thank you very much for listening all year. And thank you for calling as well. So, a message says, all the topics this year has been very educative. Okay, I put it very, he said educative. So, good evening. I used to use a Samsung Galaxy J4, but the screen has gone blank. The phone is still alive, though, and had a password before going blank. Can you help me out? I'd like to retrieve some vital information from the device. How can I go about this? Same HDMI.
Yeah, but also, I'm thinking this could actually be a business where you keep some of the screens and then you just put the screen onto the phone for the person, extract the data, and then the person
started.
pays you.
You just said it, so started. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Winston's going to be starting a screen harvesting business.
I actually realized the best person to start this business is Adam.
Yep. But, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
We'll pitch it to him and there will be investors.
Yeah.
We'll get shares. CC again. Quick one. I want to buy an EV. How easy will it be? One, how easy will it be to charge it at home? And two, what are my options to buy home used in GH?
Home used EV.
This is
actually the Nissan Leaf.
Yeah, I know. So, Winston, your moment has come.
This is a Winston moment right here.
So it's a very hefty question you've asked. Now, how easy will it be to charge at home? It's as easy as just plugging in your rice cooker, your fridge, everything. The question is, how long will it take to charge? Because sometimes if you buy a faster charger and you can put it into your garage, that costs money. But I'm guessing if once you park it at home, if you are a person who doesn't have a serious nightlife, who needs to park the car at 8 and then around 10 p.m. you go Osu or something like that, you can leave it to charge throughout the night. As to your options of home use in Ghana, you can buy from a Toyota Prius and a Nissan Leaf. You can get some. There are some companies that we cannot particularly mention right now, so join the Telegram group that do sell EVs as well.
And there are a couple of people with Teslas in town.
I mean, it's literally 2. Or is it 3 now?
It's 3 or 4.
Yeah. I think it's 4. There's the Model X, 3 Model X's, and then 1 Model S.
Yes.
And then we have hybrids, which we should ask PC how long it takes to charge his i8.
Does he?
He does. He said he bought 20 Ghana cedis fuel and it lasted him like 2 weeks. Yeah. Which is why it's my dream car.
I mean, it's my dream car for very different reasons.
So, if you are listening to the show,
20 Ghana cedis in this current 6 point something fuel era. He used it for 2 weeks. I want that car now.
Yeah, but I guess a Nissan Leaf is a hybrid. Toyota Prius is also a hybrid.
Yeah.
And
but then the other ones are plug-in hybrid.
So
Prius is not plug-in hybrid.
It
uses fuel and then it converts it. You're breaking energy into.
It retrieves your.
If you want a proper charging, it's probably going to be what? The Mercedes, the Tesla, the EQS. No, the EQC.
I mean, I would like to ask CC what's your budget, but
yeah. Well, if he joins the Telegram group, we can have that conversation. We ran out of time. So, last question, last message actually. Hi, buddies. I'm an ardent listener, and I like the digitization and digitalization, and also the robotics for kids. That's from Zet. Thank you very much, Zet, for listening.
I have a question.
Yes.
To come back quickly to the
EV.
No, not the EV. Whoa. Before that, the digital land, the megabyte sale,
the metaverse.
So. Is there going to be a chance that we'll be seeing red signs on people's metaverse plots that this plot of Meta is not available for sale? Do not deal with Solomon of this family.
What's she on?
Michael, really? I mean, I'm sure you'd have the red barrier like you have in Call of Duty, a no-go zone.
But if you can customize it like in the metaverse, like Mark Zuckerberg,
I mean, I don't mind
do
painting
the actual
it.
red
you
spray
can actually
painting.
Paint it. Yeah.
I'm going to start buying land in the metaverse.
Stop
now.
work. I just write stop work. This land is not for sale. Contact Ajete family on 02.
Contact Michael Ajete, but do not speak to Spike in Nkrumah.
And on that metaverse punchline, we'd like to bring the show to a close. Yes, thank you very much to all of you who've been listening. Next week we have a surprise. There's going to be a giveaway show. Yeah, so if you want to get some techie goodies for free, tune in next week Tuesdays. I'm sure our ardent and our listeners who constantly message us and get interactive with us, we're going to have something for you guys, right? Yeah, and we, the people who host the shows too, the sponsors who are coming to Dash, don't forget us and my producers. I mean, we can give them, but every time there's a giveaway, they say, people, even family members of the company that's doing a giveaway don't qualify. Why?
Yeah.
Such selective giving awaysm.
You're not family members.
You're family to Geek Squad at this point. So imagine they're about to give something like an i8. Hey, okay. I'll change my name. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Kobe Spiky Nkrumah. You can find me on all social media platforms at The Real Spiky. Michael is at Majete. And Winston is at Mr_Watcher. Tweet at us #JoyGeekSquad. Catch you next Tuesday on the next one. Peace.